In this video, I am going to quickly give you some facts and figures on the porn industry. And before I take you to where I think things are going to go and the effects that it will have on our people, here is a quick disclaimer. This video is not intended for anyone under the age of 18. And exactly how lame it is when a porn site asks you if you are 18 and over when you enter, not expecting anyone to completely come out there and tell the truth. The same way, I am suggesting that if you are under 18, stop watching this video. I know you will not. And if you are a 16-year-old boy in India watching videos on YouTube, I'm willing to bet that you have seen your fair share of porn. So honestly, I don't think it's such a bad thing if young people between the age of 14 and 17 are watching this video. It's high time someone spoke in a mature and honest way about something that everybody does. So much so that our MLAs have been caught watching porn, including the Minister of Women and Child Development. What happened to him? Today, he's the Deputy Chief Minister of Karnataka. So if the birds do it and the bees do it and even our honorable MPs do it, then let's do it. Let's talk about lovemaking that has been shot on camera and put on the internet for the world to watch. My name is Freesia, this is WAC, and today we're going to talk about something that is common between Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, Isai, Parsi, Buddhist, Jews and Jain, young and old, men and women. Ta-da! Porn. Mota Indians like watching porn. And if this image of global population density of 2020 is to be believed, we are having our fair share of sex. So I think it's a good thing for us to talk about it. But the thing is that every time people attack porn from this moral point of view, it falls on deaf ears. Telling a young person to not be sexually curious is like trying to tell my dog not to eat a chicken bone that has been put right in front of his nose. Lakh chaho nahi hone wala hai. So I've got a different take on things. Some of you may have heard of the NoFap movement. For those of you who haven't, it's a trend amongst men to give up habitual masturbation. Even Indian YouTubers like Beer Biceps have started propagating it. Basically, what they are trying to tell men is that porn addiction is a real thing and it has its downsides. Now, here are some facts that most people will not know. Habitual watching of porn makes you a worse lover, and therefore it ruins the sexual experience for both partners. Data shows us that Indian men spend 8 minutes and 23 seconds on porn websites. Now, if 25% of this time was spent looking for the right video, then only 6 minutes was spent masturbating. Men are training themselves to finish their sexual exploits in that much time. When they are with a real woman, the chances of them lasting longer have been ruined. Added to this is that false notion of how a woman should react sexually. For example, women are dying to please you and they don't expect any pleasure in return. Girls, in the comment section, can you please tell the boys about going down on each other versus a one-sided affair? Masturbating without looking at porn, but instead depending on your imagination, is something that a lot of men have stopped doing. This is a bad thing, as they now need to be hyper-stimulated for them to perform at all. If that visual stimulation is taken away, they fall short. As if coming too soon and being a bad lover was not bad enough, latest data shows that there is direct correlation between porn addiction and erectile dysfunction. Basically, boys have got such unrealistic expectations due to porn that when they finally have that real sexual experience, they cannot get hard. What I am trying to say is, boys, right and wrong gaya tel lene. If you want to impress a girl, slow down on that porn. And this is more true for teenage boys than anyone else. Until the age of 25, your brain is constantly trying to form new synapses, and the habits that have been formed before are tougher to break than others. So if you start smoking or drinking at a very young age, the effects that it has on your brain are much worse than later. The same holds true for porn, especially since the never-ending quantity of porn available today is considered as a super stimulus. Even Genghis Khan, with one of the biggest harems ever recorded in history, could not get off on as many women as an average boy with access to websites today. Our brain and our body has not evolved for this much sexual stimulation, and we can't keep up with modern technology. If you do believe in chakras, then our body's centers of energy should be balanced so that the energy can flow correctly. And that's another reason why someone should take a break. When looking at pictures of pretty girls and watching porn, you are giving a lot of energy to the base or the lower chakra. That makes the body very heavy and unhealthy. Latest studies show that teenage boys who are exposed to porn are 6 times more likely to be sexually aggressive with girls their age than boys who have not seen porn yet. That this is unhealthy is a no-brainer. But hey, it's not all bad news. Porn has its benefits too. Unfortunately, for most of you to see those benefits, you're gonna have to go down that sanskari route. The one section of society where the benefits far outweigh the drawbacks was married couples. Apparently, husbands and wives who watch porn together tend to be happier in their marriages. Perhaps this is because, according to lots of studies, porn makes actual sex less pleasurable for men, but it makes it more enjoyable for women. Good news, ladies, the amount of pornographic content being made for us, in fact, is rising year on year. Why don't you tell me in the comment section if you want me to do a video on porn that has been made just for women? In the early 2000s, it was close to 0%, and today, women account for 30% of porn consumption globally. This is the reason that studios and production houses have started catering to this growing segment. Now, Wax audience is 70% male, 30% female, which is pretty identical to these numbers. So I'm guessing that you people watching this video are global citizens. Therefore, I say with the utmost earnestness, boys, the next time you want to Netflix and chill, try and make sure that you choose something that she likes to watch. What data there is out there is mostly saying that porn is not all evil, but porn addiction, now that is a different matter. Once in a while you are allowed to enjoy junk food, but if you eat it regularly, it's gonna take a toll. And this is just like that. It's fun, and you should enjoy what you can in life, but the limit needs to be decided by you, for you. The government banning it is not going to affect it at all. These things will find a way to get to the people exactly how beer gets to the people who do want to drink it in Gujarat. We are the second most populated in the world, and the only way that has happened was through sex. So if you are going to do it, then you might as well do it well. Because in some situations, being Atmanirbhar, it's not a good thing. From 2015 to 2018, India was the 3rd biggest consumer of porn globally. In 2019, we dropped 12 places to become the 15th biggest consumers. The reason for this fall? The naam ka vaste porn ban, but Indians have always found various techniques and jugards to overcome the ban. Now, people are able to access these websites through VPNs, like Tunnel Web, that hide their identity and location. So Pornhub thinks that India has fallen in the global ranking, but other data and general common sense says otherwise. Figures show that as a market, India outdid the US in consumption of porn on their smartphones. In fact, 89% Indians consumed porn on their mobile devices in 2019. Safe to say that Bittu toilet mein Ludo nahi khel raha hai. This layered on top of the global Pornhub data should give you an idea of kitna kaand ho raha hai, not just in India, but around the world. Globally, porn got 5 billion more hits than last year. Sex is the most searched term on the internet. 25% of all search engine requests, pornographic. 35% of all downloads, pornographic. Every second, this many users are viewing pornography. And every day, so many porn sites appear on the internet. In 2019, 42 billion people visited Pornhub with a daily count of 115 million. Every 9 minutes, an entire day's worth of content gets uploaded to Pornhub. And to just watch all of this that was uploaded in 2019 would take you 170 years. Pornhub's most viewed categories around the world look something like this. And India seems to be most interested in MILFs. And on a side note, Pakistan is interested in big dick. What's up, Pakistan? I'm not surprised because one of India's biggest porn stars is a cartoon character called Savita Bhabhi, a married woman who encourages young boys to be naughty with her. In fact, with the lockdown, the word porn saw a big jump on the Indian search engines. India reported 95% spike in traffic to adult sites during the main 3-week lockdown. Along with the obvious words like COVID and pandemic, porn was the most searched word on Google Trends. Our friends in Imphal, Shimla and Ludhiana were looking for it more than anyone else in India. The types of porn being made is also changing rapidly. Earlier, there were a few studios that created content and distributed it. The internet came and piracy soon took a large chunk of the earnings away from the people that were involved. So much so that at her peak, Mia Khalifa made only $1,000 a month by making porn videos. Then came Snapchat and porn stars realized that their followers were willing to see exclusive content. This business model made more sense for the creators as it was not susceptible to piracy. And it gave the viewers access to their actors in their normal lives, doing things in their own homes, and it made them feel so much closer to their favorite models. The website OnlyFans saw this happening, and they offered creators a smoother and simpler method of doing business that was based on this phenomenon. Today, OnlyFans is the fastest growing source of porn. The site is seeing about 2 lakh new users every 24 hours and 7,000 to 8,000 new creators every day. This is because compared to Mia Khalifa's $1,000, today the porn stars on OnlyFans are raking in like $100,000. This kind of money is tempting to say the least. And today the site has over 4,50,000 content creators, some of whom are Indians. In fact, I tried reaching out to a few of them to see that if they would talk to me, but no one responded. My name is Frisia. This is Whack. I'd love to hear from each and every one of you in that comment section below. Until next time, ciao. If you like this video, hit the bell icon and subscribe.